Sarah's with us in Denver. Hey, Sarah, welcome to the Ramsey Show. Sarah?
Hi there, Dave. Sorry about that. Thank
That's
you
okay.
so much for having me.
Sure. How can we help?
Hi there, John. So I've just started the Financial Peace University, which has been great so far. I've surpassed baby step 1, and I'm on baby step 2.
Whoop, whoop.
And my question, sorry to interrupt, but my question is the debt snowball. I'm having a hard time reconciling that only because I'm dealing with a couple of factors, being that I have 7 credit cards at 0% interest.
And what's the balance on the total?
The total balance is going to be somewhere around, off the top of my head, maybe $15K.
And what's your household income?
Income is about 82.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I just started off as a software engineer.
Okay.
So I just switched careers.
Okay.
So now I'm actually able to manage my finances,
You're
my debts a
asking
little
a
bit better than I was.
great question that a software engineer would ask, so that's perfect. So here's what we have figured out, because I would have asked the same question. I'm a financial background, and it didn't, because the debt snowball is not mathematically correct. When you pay off smallest to largest regardless of interest rate, that's not mathematically correct. Mathematically correct would be to pay off the highest interest rate first.
The avalanche, right?
Well, yeah, that's what other people started calling it years after the debt snowball was famous. Some character came up with the avalanche, but anyway, but the concept doesn't work with the avalanche, and the reason it doesn't work is personal finance is more behavior than it is math. It's 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. If you try to fix a behavior problem with math, you're going to struggle, but you can fix math with a behavior change. And so the reason I'm telling you all that is that the human heart needs to see traction. In your world, we'd call it gamified. So the debt snowball is gamified. You're gamifying yourself. When you pay off the little one, regardless of the interest rate, you have accomplished a tiny little portion, an incremental goal that gives you hope that this is actually going to freaking work. And then when you pay off the next one, you go a little bit more excitement. When you pay off the next one, you get a little bit more excitement. When you pay off about 4 or 5 of these things or 6 of these things, and this snowball starts to roll, regardless of the interest rates, you get so stinking excited and believing and hope-filled, and you get blinders on and you start sacrificing deeper, and your progress accelerates, and the probability of getting out of debt and the speed at which you get out of debt is even better with the debt snowball, even though it's mathematically incorrect. And there's been several studies actually done that prove that, by the way.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is that my student debt has been the absolute bane of my existence.
Yeah, but you're going to get rid of it. You make plenty of money. It's going away. It's all going away.
And I kind of want it hanging out there to just keep that fire going.
I want you to stay pissed off at it, but just get really mad at this whole thing and go, all right, I'm sweeping these mosquitoes aside, these stupid little credit cards, so I can just draw back and punch this student loan in the nose, baby. I'm going to smack it. It gets visceral. And when you can kind of get that stuff going, and instead of trying to mathematically analyze this, that's when you're going to have more success. And that's coming from a guy who's a math nerd.
And your math got you 7 credit cards to begin with. 7. And student loans.
You were trying to win the 0% game, and you lost.
That's right. So one of the best predictors of future behavior is your past. Not always, but it's a good baseline. You've tried the math game, and it hasn't worked.
Ooh.
So just try something different.
Try
something different.
Yeah. I mean, if a year from now you're worse off than you were, then change. And Ramsey was crazy.
Yeah, there you go. You have to get in line on that one, but yes, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, I hear people at the beginning of the year calling my show about losing weight or fixing their marriage, and well, this year we're going to go back to our workout. Do something different.
Yeah.
It's not worked.
Change the recipe.
Something different. That's right.
I keep getting chocolate cake. I didn't want chocolate cake. Change the recipe.
Change it, man.
Change the recipe, man.
Do something different.
Do something different. Doing the same thing over and over again.
You can do it, Sarah. Do
result.
something different.
Definition of insanity.